Hey, what's up? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out List Infinity. Perhaps you came across this specific marketing system and you're wondering, can you make money from List Infinity? Can you really make $25, $100, $300 instantly and directly to you? And how does this all work? And is this a good use of your time? All right, let's talk about whether it's legit. At any time, if you want to get my favorite way to get to 5 to 10,000 US dollars per month using my favorite strategy, you can just go ahead and click the link below and I'll send you that strategy for free directly to your email if you would like. All right, now let's take a look at List Infinity. Listen, I have reviewed hundreds of different make money online style business systems, biz ops, business models, websites, make money stuff, and I've seen them all. All right, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's take a look at List Infinity to see whether this is worth your time or not, right? So again, it says, how can you instantly make $25, $100, $300 commissions paid directly to you, right? How does this actually work? Well, look, in a nutshell, what List Infinity is, it's a marketing system that resells List Infinity. That's all it is, all right? So basically, there are 3 levels. There's a starter, the pro, and the elite level. In order for you to get into this marketing system, you have to pay either $35 for the starter pack, $130 for the pro pack, or $380 for the elite pack. Now, what do you actually get with your investment? Depending on your level, you will get different levels of training. But with all the levels, you're going to get the system to promote. That means you're going to be able to promote this actual page itself, right? It's basically a sales funnel to promote List Infinity. You're going to get training on how to get traffic to the list, to your funnel, and they basically teach mainly solo ads. We'll talk about that in a minute, right? And they teach you some other strategies like Facebook and TikTok and YouTube, all right? And then you get email campaigns as well, all right? Now you also get the ability to make commissions, basically $25, $100, and $300 commissions based on the level that you're at. Excuse me. So basically, if you're at the starter level and you invested $35, you can only make $25 commissions. The good thing is you get to make $100 commissions, right? Which is kind of the way that they entice you to market the system. And they make it the admin fee basically. So at the $35 investment starter level, you can make a $25 commission every time you resell List Infinity as a system. At the pro level, $130, you can make $100 commissions every time somebody joins at the pro level. And at $380 at the elite level, you can make $300 commissions every time you sell a $300 elite level package. That's basically how it works, as simple as that, right? So all they're doing is they're allowing you to use their sales funnel. They're giving you email campaigns so that you can set up your email, and they're teaching you how to get leads to the system mainly through solo ads so that you can basically resell the system over and over and over again. That's why I call it a closed loop system. There's some good and bad things about it, and I'll explain to you in a minute, all right? There's also an MLM component. So every single person that you recruit into the business, right? So let's just say you recruit Sally and Bob and Bill and Ted and Joe, all right? For every 5th person that all of your direct people recruit, it will be passed up to you. So that's the MLM structure here. So that means if you recruit Bob into List Infinity, every 5th person that Bob recruits into List Infinity will automatically go up to you. So there is a little bit of a network marketing component here. Pretty cool, all right? But let's talk a little bit about the pros and cons of this actual type of system, right? So the first question is does this work? That's a big question. So yes, it can work, but it really depends on the type of traffic that you get, okay? Now the big problem with List Infinity, as I see it, is that they teach mainly solo ads. So even though they do teach things like Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, they focus a lot on solo ads. Now solo ads, unfortunately, are very, very low quality email ads that you buy from other marketers. That's basically how it works, right? And the big problem with solo ads is you don't know the quality of somebody else's email list, okay? So you might be spending, $100, $500, $1,000 on a solo ad. They will basically promote your link to List Infinity directly to their email list. Everybody will see it. People will click on it. They will opt in. They will go through your sales funnel. And if they buy, you make a sale. If they don't buy, you don't make any money, right? So you're basically taking a risk every time you buy a solo ad. And that's the problem with solo ads, is that these solo ad sellers, they sell these types of promotions to many, many people. So their list is being bombarded every single day with tons and tons of offers, which is why solo ads in general are very low quality. Now, excuse me, do they have high quality solo ads out there? Yes, they do, but it's very, very hard to find people that sell good quality solo ads. I would say 99% of solo ad vendors suck. They don't know how to treat their list well. You don't know how they've generated their list. So the problem is that their list is used and abused, and they're not very responsive. So if you buy a solo ad, the chances that you will break even on what you paid for that solo ad is very slim. And because List Infinity teaches you how to do mainly solo ads, you're kind of rolling the dice every time you buy a solo ad. It's like gambling, okay? Sometimes you get a good solo ad vendor, but 99% of the time, they're shit, which means that the chances that you'll make your money back is very, very slim. All right. So basically, List Infinity is teaching you how to just resell List Infinity, which is good and bad. It's good in the sense that it's good for an absolute beginner because it's kind of like training wheels. But the problem is very few people will actually get in profit with a system like this. There's so many problems with a system like this. Okay. The first thing is you're not really learning how to market because you're not branding yourself. You're not writing your own emails. You have no idea what you're doing. All you're doing is you're implementing the system and you're just getting people to see the system. So if you get good quality traffic, some people will buy. Hopefully you get positive ROI and you get into profit. But because they focus mainly on teaching solo ad traffic, and solo ad traffic is pretty crap in general, right? The chances that you'll get a positive ROI, that means a positive profit, is very, very slim. So a lot of people are going to join. You might make a sale here and there, but will you actually get into profit? Again, it's a big question mark, okay? And because you're relying 100% on List Infinity and they have thousands of affiliates, that means every single affiliate is using the exact same List Infinity sales funnel, the same pages, the same emails. Everybody looks the same, which means that the conversions drop. And that's the problem with using a system like List Infinity. So even though there is a funnel that's built for you, there are sales pages built for you, they've got emails that are pre-written, everybody's using the same stuff. So if everybody uses the same stuff and you're buying from very, very similar solo ad vendors, everybody looks the same, which means that the conversions drop, okay? Which means that it's very hard for you to get into profit with something like this. Now, if someone like me promoted this, because I know what I'm doing, I've got, leads that are coming from YouTube and TikTok, and, they're high quality. I've been training, I'm at the front of my sales funnel. People know who I am. If I was to promote this, people would buy because I have a relationship with my list. But because you're a beginner, you're probably a beginner, I'm assuming, watching this video right now, and you don't really understand how to market, and you're using this system 100%, that means you're not being branded at all. They don't know who you are. So if your name is Sally or Bob or Ted or whatever, they don't know who you are. They only see the List Infinity stuff, if that makes sense, right? And if they've seen it before, the chances are they won't buy. Okay, because if too many people are promoting this particular system, it just looks like it's duplicated everywhere, and then people get scared of that and they don't purchase, right? Because there's no personality in front of the system. You need to be that personality, which is why systems like List Infinity, it's good and bad. It's good in the sense that it's good if you know what you're doing because you can leverage 100% commissions, but if you're a beginner and you don't brand yourself and you're using solo ads, the chances that you'll get into profit are so slim. I have used I've used a lot of systems like this when I first started. When I first started in 2009, I marketed probably about 7 of these types of systems. I made a little bit of money, but for the most part, I lost money in the end because I didn't know how to market. I was doing it exactly the way that the system taught. You just set it up, and you just get leads into the system, and they do everything for you, right? If you market like that, the chances that you will fail is very high because everybody looks the same. That's the biggest problem. So what is my overall verdict of List Infinity? I would say if you're an absolute beginner, you probably should not use a system like this because you're not learning how to market, okay? You're relying too much on the system. You're not branding yourself. You're buying shitty traffic, which is solo ads. That's what they teach mainly, right? And the quality is very low, so you're just gonna end up wasting a lot of money. If you spend $500 on a solo ad and you don't make that $500 back through the system, well, you've just wasted $500, right? And you're not going to be able to continue because you probably don't have that much of a budget, which is a big problem with systems like this. But can an experienced marketer make money with the system? Yeah, I could plug this into my business and I'll make money straight away, right? Because I know what I'm doing. But if you're a beginner and you use everything they give you, you're probably not going to make any money. So there are good and bad things about Listinfinity. Unfortunately, it's designed for beginners, but the problem is that most of the time beginners are not going to make much money with it. It's only the expert marketers, the people that have been doing it for a long time, that understand how this works, that can make money from the 100% commission structure, if that makes sense. So it's good and bad things about this system. So that's my review of Listinfinity. I would suggest that if you're a beginner, don't get into something like this. You need to learn how to market properly. You need to learn to brand yourself. You need to learn to write the emails. You need to learn how to generate real traffic for yourself. Don't buy solo traffic. Learn to generate your own traffic properly. I hope that makes sense, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this review of Listinfinity. But if you're here watching this video right now, perhaps you're someone who is interested in making money online, but you just don't know how, all right? I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, and that's why I can do reviews like this. You know, that's why I can look through programs and try them out and say, okay, this is what I think about it. This is what I think about it, because I've done this for so long. I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars on businesses like this, on courses, on websites, on surveys, on drop shipping, on affiliate marketing, on all sorts of different business models. And for me, if you're a beginner, I still think the best way for you to get to your first 5 to 10,000 US dollars a month and then do it every single month is a very specific way, and it's actually the easiest and most straightforward way to do that. If you want to learn that strategy, I'm happy to send you that for free. Just click on the link below. I'll send it directly to your email. You can check it out if you like. All right, I hope you enjoyed this review of Listinfinity, and I hope to see you on another review. Take care.